E for marketwizards.com and eminywizard.com, reminding traders to use risk capital you can afford to lose. Just at the open, and it is the 28th of August, 2019. Anybody that is short side, if you've taken a whack to test support, make sure you are paid by the 58s. A reminder, this is the middle territory for the week. And we're in an umbrella trade, and the quality of an umbrella trade is very simple. You'll get hard, fast moves, but when they catch their support, then you can get a pretty good bounce. Sometimes we call them slingshots. Slingshot is one that not only catches the bounce, but then it will start to squeeze traders too. And I'm not calling for that. I'm just trying to teach the concepts that will happen over and over. So as long as you are under the blue line and the red and the green line, then that's an umbrella trade. But what you want to do is pay attention, because what happens is you start to chase a trade, and then you get to a location where the support comes in, and then you get nabbed. So don't average in. If you're trailing, that's fine, but don't average in on an umbrella trade. It's really hard. You're better off taking your profit, step out, and then hit a bounce. And if you're wrong with that, at least you've got something in your pocket already. So I think that the longs are being squeezed right now, being made to pay up from overnight. We are testing support, the middle for the week. And we can see how it's stalled at VWAP. And this represents our overnight range. So you can see we're at the bottom of the overnight range. Good fortune below. This is the middle for the week, right here. If you're here, stops down. This whole underbelly, there's no support back in here. We know that. This is the overnight low being tested right here. Stops down, paid for sure. We'd said anybody that played for the gap trade, make sure you were paid by 66. So this is a return trip of that leg. And you can see how the middle stalled it. Double bottom test. So what I'm trying to do is show how you put a couple of charts together to help. So we've already looked at the weekly. We've looked at the overnight range. We've looked at obviously RTH chart. Look how good this chart was. We had this on a 10. You can see your rotations just a hair faster with the 5s. Look at this 10, how good that was. So it takes a little bit of practice and time to get used to this stuff. Got a little bit of a dump here. I like to see some stopping volume. And sometimes these bots will get it exact. Other times they'll come in a point or so just below it and trap turtles. Paid for sure by the 55s if you took a reaction short. Half gap was actually hit at the open, 63.75. So we got a dime off of the RTH range already. And we're going to monitor yesterday's low. That's going to be a key today. Below it, we're still seeking support. Above it, we're bouncing. And again, I tell you just how good this is. I can't do this fast enough in my spreadsheets. And this will just keep up. The E-widget just keeps up with it. And it will print it. And if I want to put percentages here, I can. If I want to put different colors, I can. If I want to put different numbers here, but let's say I just want the middle, I can just program this to show me the high, the low, and the middle. A very versatile tool. And does it automatically. I suppose somebody who's really good at programming could even program this to actually take the trades. But I said to the coder that I work with, let me just get my head around this first. I'm not necessarily a black box guy, but at least let's see if we can get this to work. And this is better than I had hoped for. This is the chart that warns me to be very conservative as a short. Right here. You've got to break through, and I'm looking at this as a double. Right, here's one, here's two. So that's a double, and that's why I believe we have to be very conservative as a short. Usually the first time back, we call that a double, and doubles usually hold. They're not always going to, but they usually hold. Then the third time through is where you get your smack them. So I'm calling for two-way right now. There's our monthly chart. Trying to hold this level right here. Here's your 52s. And right now, the boys have said, let's test the lows one more time. We've said today we're going to use 48 to 52 as our immediate support zone. We know where our numbers are below that, but we do know anybody shorting the lows, jumping in there, not a good idea. So let's use our 48s to start as our support and make sure you're paid by 52s. Most people think that you can't do this. You can't understand how the market works. But if you study an animal like this, you get to know it. You get to know how it really likes to operate. It's very mechanical. Umbrella trade. Now there's your 5-minute hit right here. And if you put this back to like a 3, you'll see it. Market just loves to confuse the most traders. Here's a 2. Pretty fast. Initial range right now is about 12 points. My suggestion, anybody that has played short side paid for sure. Don't have a lot of news today. We're going to leave chips on the table, no doubt. It's just that type of a day. But if you've played well already, now become conservative. You really got to like the trade. And here's our gap. Let's just put this back here. There's our gap. That'll help us remember. Don't overtrade right now. Stop 48 for anybody buying.